Hi everyone, thanks for coming to watch. Today I'm going to talk about developing a daily art habit. If you've been out of art for a little while, or you are having trouble getting motivated or finding the time every day to do so, then that's where I'm at the moment as well. So I'm just thinking maybe together we can develop a daily art habit over the next month. So let's get started. Everyone, this is Laura Wilson from Gold Star Work here. Today I'm starting a new series called the Daily Art Habit, which I'm going to try and do for a month. Now, I haven't been on YouTube for a while, and I actually haven't done any art for quite a while because we've had some very significant health issues that we've been dealing with in our family between my mum and my husband. And so for the last 2 months I haven't even stepped foot in my art studio. There's been a lot of time in hospitals. And I really got out of the habit of coming in and doing any art. And I'm finding it really hard at the moment to get motivated to do anything. And I know if I just wait till I feel like it, that's never going to happen. I need to actually get in and just start doing. So my goal for this month is to come and do something with my art every day, because they say it takes 30 days or a month to make a habit. So that is my goal, is to get back into my art and make it a daily habit again. And I think it'll be really good for me with all the stress that's been going on in our lives at the moment, that doing my art will actually be a great stress relief. So I'm going to try really hard to keep going on my art. So it's so easy to stop and it's hard to start again. As it always to me feels a bit like a self-indulgent when there's things happening in your life. You kind of feel like, oh, should be doing something more significant than painting a picture. But I know for me personally that it's really important for my stress relief, my general well-being, to be able to be creative every day. So that's what I'm working on, is trying to build up my art habit again. So if you have trouble getting motivated to get going, the truth is that you probably will never actually feel like doing it. You have to actually just go and do it. So today, all I'm doing is doing some edges to get me going. I haven't stepped foot in my art studio for 2 months. And I've done very little painting for the last 5 months because of what's been happening around home. And I could spend the time to clean up my art studio and get rid of the cobwebs and the dead bugs and things that have accumulated over the last 2 months, but I know that that would just be me procrastinating actually starting to do something and get some paint on a brush. So although I'm not actually creating a picture at the moment, it is paint on a brush, and I will feel like I've actually achieved something by the end of it. So I'm just going to paint these edges and then see what I need to do next. So I'm going to be thinking about a plan for how I want to go forward for the next month. And there may be some interruptions in that with if we have any other health issues. We're still waiting for test results and long-term plans and what they could be and how long-term things are going to go on for. So there's a lot of uncertainty about what my time will be like. But even if it's only 5 minutes doing something for art, it'll still be helping to create that daily habit of doing something with art, thinking about art, and just re-establishing that habit. And there'll be a bit of re-evaluating of what I'm doing in my art as well. There's been a few things I've been doing over the last 2 years that is not creating any results for me. So I'll be evaluating those and thinking what things are actually working and what aren't working, especially on social media and online things. I will be continuing with YouTube videos because I really enjoy those and I like the opportunity of teaching art to other people. But I'll be looking at other things on the online community, like some of my print on demand sites. Some of them have been selling, some of them haven't. The ones that haven't, then it's probably not worth spending time on that, because it's not just if things cost you money, your time is also really important as well. And that's something that I think my family and I will be evaluating a lot in the future as well, is how we spend our time and what we want to spend our time on, because we don't know how much time we will have to spend it. So I did this bubble picture probably about 2 months ago. So it's a continuation of my bubble series that I had been doing, but this one was a more realistic looking one. I wanted to practice painting my clouds at the time, and I didn't just want to do a sky picture, so I decided to combine the cloud idea with doing some nice bubbles. And I was really happy with the way it turned out, and I actually think I will be doing a YouTube video on how to paint realistic bubbles. But I also might break it up into two maybe, and do how to do the sky and then how to do the bubbles on top. But I haven't made a firm decision on that, I'm still deciding. But at the moment I'm just painting these edges and having a little talk to you all about what's going to be happening over the next month. I was watching a motivational speaker on business and making money and going to work and things, and one of the things they said, which is so true, which I've already mentioned, is that motivation is like a fallacy. You can't stay motivated to do things all the time. You're never actually going to feel like it, you just have to do it. And although I love doing art and I really enjoy painting and I find it's a good stress relief, and I love improving and getting better and things, it is a struggle sometimes to get into the studio and be motivated to do it. And you really have to just make yourself get up and do it. And so that's what I'm doing now, is I'm getting myself up and motivated to actually just do it, whether I feel like it or not. Because of where I've been mentally lately, I haven't been in a very positive frame of mind, and my art, I like to do positive, happy kind of pictures, and so I've sort of felt, I haven't been in the right place mentally to paint, but actually think I just need to get on and do it, so that's what I'm doing. So I've done my first coat on the edges of that one, so I'm going to leave that one now, and I'm going to move on to another one that I've been meaning to finish off, because these need the edges done and then varnishing. So I'm going to go and get the other one. So the next painting I'm going to do the edges on is this poppy picture. My mother-in-law saw this one at Christmas and decided that she would like this one, so I'm going to finish that one off for her. Now I'm going to be using black paint on the edges of this one, so I think I might move my bubbles so I don't get those, don't get any black on that one. Now I suspect that if you're making a daily art plan habit, that it would probably be a good idea to do some planning. I haven't done any at this stage because I know, for me personally, I'm really good at planning. I love to make plans and lists and figure out schedules, and then I don't actually do them because I've spent all my time making the plan. So this time I'm not making a big plan, I'm just making myself come and do something. I think it would probably be helpful once I get into more of a routine of coming up and doing some painting to then come up with a plan. But at this stage I have some things that I can finish off, so I don't need to think about a new project. And I already have a project in mind with my YouTube video of doing the sky and the bubbles. But I have several paintings that I have half done or done small ones of that I haven't done a bigger version of in the works already, so I can just get on and start doing those. If I didn't have any ideas, if I was starting from scratch, like I started from scratch basically a couple of years ago when I started painting again, I'd had a 10-year break. So I had been doing little things. I always find things to be creative with. I was doing a lot of stamping and I was doing a lot of creating gardens and things. So I was being creative, but I wasn't actually painting. So at that stage I decided I did need a bit of a plan, and because I'd been out of painting for so long and I switched from watercolour to acrylic, I needed to do a lot of learning, and learning for me is a great way to get motivated and going, because I love to learn new things. So I decided to take some crafty courses, and I also got I actually brought some online courses from some artists that I really admire, one of them being, no, I forgot my name. And I followed those courses through and did those, and that really got me motivated and going and built up my skills to a point where I felt I could do my own original art again. So if you're starting from scratch, or you haven't painted for so long that you have no idea of a project or anything, then go look at YouTube, do some of those, or go purchase some online courses of artists that you really admire. Just be careful when you do that you've done your research and you actually really like their style of teaching, and that the way they paint will suit what you want to paint, because you don't want to be wasting your money. So if they've done some YouTube videos, that's always a good way to see if what they're teaching is going to suit you. And I think I will be doing some of that as well in my effort to have art as a daily habit again, as I will be looking into some courses that I've actually purchased but not actually done yet. And that was really quick, wasn't it, those edges? So much easier and quicker with the little roller. So that one is done. So I just have to wait for those edges to dry and see if they need another coat, and then I can move on to varnishing those ones. So this is my little introduction to me developing a daily art habit. If you're interested in developing a daily art habit too, or you've been out of painting for a while and you just want to be able to get back into it but not sure how, you could follow along with me and try doing a little bit of art every day like I am. And we will do this journey together and try and create a habit over the next month, because that's how long they say it takes to develop a habit. So that's why I picked a month. So we hope to see you tomorrow, and we'll all get our paintbrushes out and do some more painting. So have a good day and happy painting, everyone. Bye.